knows, guys, we will need these hacks. Thank you, guys. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So yes, this is a survival stories part of my channel. School of Patience, really, have you ever been interested in surviving stories, surviving hacks, surviving a lot of things? For me, it's something interesting. This one, guys, is a story about somebody or a group of people have been stranded in some snowy part of the world, of the globe, from across, and they were stranded there and they kept walking. Of course, it's too cold. It was too cold. I'm pretty sure there are a lot of survival stories, but guys, this one, imagine if you are in the midst of some being stranded in a very cold place with some wild animals, right? The first few hours you are under in a snowy area, it's fine, right? You're appreciating the snowfall, snowflakes, but as it goes along, you stay further every single day, extended hours, extended days, months, weeks, years, and I don't know how much we can survive as human beings, right? Our body will deteriorate, our health will be affected, and of course, life is very much in some kind of danger. So imagine, guys, imagine. That's why I am coming up with this kind of realizations on survival stories, guys, for us to simply appreciate where we are now at the moment, right? Sometimes it's nice to hear stories like this, like lessons, experiences by people. And there's this group of people nga that was stranded, and what they do, they looked for a strip of sand where there's sunlight, and that's where they walk to survive the cold. For some blizzard survivors, they say that proper shelter and mindset are the ultimate keys to staying alive. Some survivors had experienced this one, that some of them were dead already for almost 2 hours, and miraculously just got awakened. I don't know how you say that. They woke up and then suddenly they had this extra strength, and then walked into the camp on their own. So guys, it means that we need extreme willpower and resilience of the body during this severe medical emergencies. It's very important, guys. Could we imagine ourselves stuck in a freezer, in a walk-in freezer? How would you feel, right? All the more, guys, if you're stranded in some wilderness, huge, like, as far as you can see, wilderness, a huge wilderness. What would you do, right? Oh my God, I can imagine. Guys, with high winds, blowing boulders, physical injury for, frost-bitten feet or foot, broken toe. Oh my God, I could imagine, guys, right? For some survivors, remaining calm, avoiding panic, and seeking out protective topography. I don't know, like large boulders to block the freezing winds. Okay, guys, a lot of lessons here, guys. I know this is a very different content, guys, but just so, guys, for emergency purposes, if you brought your car, then you stay in the vehicle, it says here, and then establish a shelter if we are in the wilderness. Number 3, maintain body heat by staying dry, cover all exposed skin, move but do not overexert. Number 4, hydration and energy, melt snow for water, eat high energy foods. Guys, it says here you can melt the snow in a portable stove. Do not drink it directly, as it may cause us hypothermia. The question is, what if you don't have any food, right? One of the last steps is signal for help. Build a fire, use a whistle or signal to just queue for help. So I guess, guys, this is definitely, this is not the most complete list of survival in getting stranded in snow. or basically not in the snow. I'm pretty sure, guys, there are a lot more for those who are in this field. Maybe just to add to the information. All right, guys, thank you so much.